Hello, it is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday crossword today, so it's time for a big jumbo grid with a theme and a title, Double Vision. That certainly sounds like it would be thematic in a crossword puzzle. We'll find out how soon enough. And this double edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Spriggs, Matthew Drake, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Patchett. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their very generous support that does keep this channel going day in, day out, week in, week out, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thanks to them, thanks to everybody who supports the channel, and if you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find a whole slew of bonus videos, as well as, for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thanks again to all of the patrons. And thanks if you subscribe on YouTube. That, of course, is a big help and is part of how this channel can grow. And finally, there's the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice, friendly chat community linked in the description field. All right, let's get on to today's crossword Double Vision. Clearly a thematically inflected title. And the puzzle is by Victor Schmidt and Tracy Bennett, who's each, I think, contributed a handful of puzzles to the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's a big Sunday-themed grid. Let's start solving. Van Winkle of folklore. Rip Van Winkle is the folklore character who slept for, I don't know how many decades, I think. I don't remember how long. Maybe 20 years. Maybe longer. Wreck. Don't know what that one is. Past the point of no return. In too deep, maybe? Does that work? It does, yeah. Okay, so email era, question mark, not sure, but let's look at the crosses on this. Game with a reverse card. I think that would be the card game Uno. And then here we have it's all good is a common phrase. And here we have out of shape. Not sure. What about this? Wreck. Oh, wreck and ruin. There we go. That's what it is. To wreck something is to ruin it. And then email era, post. Don't know what that is. Out of shape. Not apt. No. I want it to be not something. Let's see. Thinks out loud. Orates, maybe? Shares an opinion. It smells, an odor. That's pretty straightforward. Gives the pink slip. Fires. Maybe orates. Oh, maybe it's not orates, but rather opines. Because if you give someone the pink slip, I mean, I doubt that these pink slips are still used anymore, but there's an era in the United States when an unemployment, sort of record of employment given when you are dismissed would have been a pink slip, so giving someone the pink slip means to fire them, so I think that's what that is there. Okay, so what is this? Email, oh, post, I see, double vision, so it's, right, if you think of the post as the mail, in the sense of sort of traditional letters being posted, being mailed, we're kind of post that, we're beyond that era, so we're post, and that's the double. I don't know what the last word is of that. Let's look at these crosses. Hands-on business, a spa, right? You might have a masseur who literally puts their hands on you to massage you. Blank Ross House, Philadelphia landmark. Betsy Ross, she famously sewed the American flag, as I recall. So maybe there's a house in which she lived. That's a tourist attraction in Philadelphia. Let's see. Globes are orbs. And begrudged is if you begrudged someone their success, you resented it. Okay, juvenile locust. Not sure. Should I know that? Whoa. I think that might be a foghorn. Email era, post. I wonder if that's coming through. It's very loud where I am at the moment, that horn. Welcomed at the door. You saw in or let in. I'm not sure which, I think it is. And then here we have out of shape, not fit, right? So not in shape in a sort of physical fitness sense. And then to stand against someone or something could be to protest them or it, all right? To go on a spree would be to, not sure. What about this? Send fan mail en masse to a Monty Python production. Spam. Oh, so Spam-A-Lot is a is the musical theater adaptation of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So probably spam, spam a lot. And then what's the last word? I don't know. Maybe it's spam, spam a lot, spam? Because spam could both mean to send lots of something. You're being spammed with lots of it, but it can also mean sort of junk mail. Although this doesn't mention junk mail, it just mentions the fan mail en masse. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Okay. And anyway, it wouldn't be tripled, it would be doubled because we have double vision. So to go on a spree, a shopping spree could be to spend. And then honcho, nabob, maybe a sort of high-ranking person. Nabob is I think it's maybe Hindi in origin. It's I think somewhere from the Indian subcontinent that word makes its way into English. Okay, blank apple, Adam's apple, so a bit of anatomical phrasing there. And then they hang around a lot. Bats literally hang around. One-eyed Norse god is Odin. And ginkgo is it biloba? Is it Balboa or Biloba? Ginkgo, well, and it starts with B-A-L and ends in an A. Either way, I think it's Biloba. Does that work with this? Yes. Sound asleep sounds are snores. So yes, ginkgo biloba. And I think that's used in various sort of health supplement contexts, possibly. Leggy shorebird. Oh, a stilt is a wading bird. And then Blank Nona, children's book based on a folk tale. I remember this. I remember having this book. Stregan Nona, she had a pasta pot that created infinite pasta, and her bumbling sort of charge or assistant or whoever he was, Anthony maybe? Antonio? Didn't heed her instructions and I think submerged the entire town in spaghetti. Sort of like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. All right, set off is to begin. There we go. Big heads are egos, people with, excessive self-regard. Long tail, an epic or a, not sure. What about this? Low point, the nadir would be the lowest point of something. And roasted or grilled in Spanish, asada, there we go, often paired carne asada. You've got, roasted or grilled meat. And then long tail, oh, it's a saga. So set off is began, because set off can obviously be present tense or past tense. So yesterday I set off, yesterday I began. All right, so the long tail is a saga. And then hot-headed liberal politico who's eager to hear. Sounds very tortured. Let's see, what is it? Agog. Hothead liberal politico who's eager to hear. Oh, I don't know. I haven't gotten any of these completely yet. One trying to level up often. A gamer, maybe, trying to get to the next level in a video game. I don't know still. I prefix. Oculo? Maybe? I'm not sure. There could be other prefixes that work there, but let's try this one. MGM founder Marcus. Marcus Lowe, I think. Is it Lowe or Loew? I think it's Loew. That's MGM, the film studio. Let's see. Safety goggles, masks, etc. in brief. PPE, personal protective equipment, I think that is. We all learned that phrase during the pandemic. Really stands out. If something really stands out, it pops. Hits big. And so wheat. I love this sandwich cookie. Well, I think it'll be the official snack cookie of the New York Times crossword. The Oreo Oreo Wow? I don't know what this is. Let's see. Music boxes are probably ends with an S. Oh, amps, amplifiers. They're literal boxes out of which music is projected. Prominent feature of 17 Down. And 17 Down is title protagonist of an 1897 Edmond Rostand play. That'll be Cyrano de Bergerac. So Cyrano. And then what was this again? Prominent feature. Ah, yes. Cyrano was famous for his large nose, and he would sometimes poke fun at it himself, but also was very sensitive to others doing so. Okay, objective. Your purpose is your objective. So wheat. I love this sandwich cookie. What is this? I don't know. Medical benefit, I assume that's medical benefit option in brief. Oh, an HMO. I think stands for Health Management Organization. That's a feature of the US sort of private healthcare system. So maybe it's not an Oreo, this sandwich cookie. Is there something called a shoe pie cookie or something? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Okay, what about this? Dam near the Philae Temple of Isis. Oh, is it the Aswan Dam? I should know this. What is this? I think it's Aswan. Whoopi. Oh, Whoopi. No, wait. Woo. Oh, maybe it's Woo Whoopi. Something like that. Because I do think this is Aswan, the Aswan Dam. And then Woo Whoopi? I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm sort of with all of these. I'm sort of on the edge of getting it, but I can't get the whole phrase. You had me at hello goes the phrase from, I don't remember what was a famous quote from a film. Is that one of the Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan ones, maybe? I can't remember. Maybe it was written by Nora Ephron, I'm not sure. It is done. A deed? You do, I mean, literally a deed is something that has been done. Let's try it. Liver spot, ? So a pun. Not sure. Smitten person's declaration. I'm in love. Oh, wait, no, you had me at hello. That's Renee Zellweger, isn't it? That's not Meg Ryan. What film is that? I don't know. I know I've seen it, but I can't remember. Okay, liver spot. Thrill seekers pursuit. Adventure. Yeah. And let's look at these little crosses here. Jellied fish in an English dish. That's a nice rhyming clue. Jellied eels is a very traditional English dish. You might have a jellied eel pie. Portfolio piece for short. An IRA, so part of a financial portfolio. You might have an individual retirement account. Again, in the US. Young boxer, say. A pug? Is a pug a kind of boxer breed? Let's see. No, it's not. Gem sometimes confused. It's pup, of course, because it's a puppy, a young dog. Okay, so gem sometimes confused with a moonstone. Opal. All right. Well, that must be the case. To recover from fainting is to come to sort of stir, to reawaken. So then, what's this? Yeah, it is that. Whoopie pie. It must be that. So whoopie pie must be the name of this sandwich cookie. That must. I'm sure I've heard of that. It does sound familiar. Liver spot. Don't know. Fear Factor host Joe Rogan, that sort of podcast guy. Could this be him? That's a sort of famous Joe whose name I've heard. Joe Rogan, that's probably it. Liver spot. Oh, right. Oh, that's clever. I don't think I've seen this one before. So a liver in the sense of someone who lives somewhere. Your abode is where you live. So yeah, abode is the answer to that. Nursery site is bloom. Oh yes, not like a children's nursery, a creche, but rather flowers in a plant nursery. So a kind of column is an op-ed column in a newspaper, an opinion column, and then to sign up for again is to rejoin a service, perhaps. To hanker for is to Jones for something. And then territories are areas. Support line. Not sure. What about this? Pharmacist comes through for customers. Right. I don't know. I can't think what that one is. Okay, wildly silly. Inane. So what's the support line? I care, no. I don't know. Sorry. Territories, let's try areas and see if it works. It might not be. It could be zones, maybe. This doesn't look very good. RNA base. I don't think that's right either. Okay, probably not areas. Maybe zones? Where the giant Enceladus is buried in myth. I don't think I recognize that. What about this? Actor Somerhalder. Might have seen the name, can't think offhand. Wrestler turned actor John. John Cena is a current actor who I think was a wrestler as well. Mother of Perseus. I should know this. What is this? Who is this? Who's the mother of Perseus? Don't know. Maybe I'll recognize it when it goes in. Drunken Sailor, e.g., that's a shanty, a sea shanty, which you can spell S-H or C-H, so maybe I'll just put that in for now. It's probably an S. Pharmacist comes through for... something cures. RNA base. I don't know. This doesn't look good either. Support line. Maybe it's not cures or cured. I don't know. All right, we need to look somewhere else. I'm not doing well in this little area. Little flap, maybe. It could be an argument, that kind of flap. Got it wrong. Made a mistake. Consideration for Cy Young Award voters, for short. Earned run average, ERA, in baseball. I bet that's right. Let's see. I guess you'd probably want a low one of those if you're a pitcher. All right, dag nabbit. Rats, maybe, a kind of old-timey oath, light oath. Subject of negotiation could be, I don't know. What very punctual people arrive on. They arrive on the dot. 10 on the dot. Abbreviation on a business card could be TEL for telephone number, and Rocky Mountain State abbreviation. North or South Dakota, perhaps? Is that right? Let's look at this. Subject of a negotiation. Oh, salary. You could have a salary negotiation. Yes, okay. So I think this is probably North or South Dakota. What about this? Oh, right. This is the little flap, maybe. I'm thinking this probably means a flap in the sense of an argument. But it might not, and I'm not sure what that would be, even if that were the case. Mother of Perseus. Who is this? Why can I not remember? Plant that was a top 5 girls' name in the 1970s. I don't know. Interesting. Top 5 girls' name in the 1970s. So the people who were given that name would be sort of middle-aged now. I have no idea. Okay, Cuban dance style. This will probably be familiar when it goes in, but I'm not sure offhand. Okay, I did well with that diagonal swath that we cut right through the grid, but I'm not doing well now. Food for a woodpecker, sorry. Tree, that seems too open-ended. Seed, like much tax law or ancient philosophy. Arcane or dense, or like much tax law or ancient philosophy. Arcane is the most obvious thing to me. Ugly expression, a sneer maybe? Could be. Peach or plum, botanically. Oh, those are drupes, which is sort of stone fruit, I think. Food for a woodpecker. Oh, suet? Yeah, birds eat suet, animal fat. Or I think it's beef fat specifically. Like much tax law or ancient philosophy. Oh, esoteric? That's very similar to arcane, on the same track there. So let's see. Pharmacist comes through for customers. Shop. Pro, I don't know. Hang around. To loiter? Yes, just to hang around. Word on some Renaissance fair signage. Old, spelled with the that trailing E from I guess, sort of Middle English. Okay, brain twister. This puzzle for me, I don't know. Weapon similar to a halberd. A pole axe, yeah. Long pole with an axe on the end, and a halberd's kind of like that. Okay, editor's strike. There's another one of these theme clues. Singer with the 2021 hit album Solar Power. I don't know, but I don't recognize the album, but Lorde is a singer who would fit here. So let's see if that's right. Some surrealist paintings, Dali's, right? So Salvador Dali, famously a surrealist painter. And C-suite figures are executives, member of the sort of chief suite of a company. All right, twisty curve is an S. And editor's strike is... Don't know. What about this? Brain twister. Middle? No. Why can I not see what this is? What about this? Cuban dance style. How can I not get that either? Rocky Mountain State right, North or South Dakota, presumably. Little flap, maybe. Oh, maybe it's not an argument. Maybe it's a pet door or a dog door, something like that. Or a cat door, probably a pet door. Plant that was a top 5 girl's name. So if this were a T, why do I not get that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like that should be so obvious, just based on the crosses. Okay, let's go up here where I've not yet done much. Angry early president can be seen now in TV footage. John Adams. Mad. Is that right? One might start incidentally. An aside, you sort of make an aside and you start off by saying, incidentally, by the way, hothead liberal politico who's eager to hear. Common salad add-in. Tomato? Oh, no. Laser therapy target. Acne, maybe? Is that used for that? Anne of classic comedy. Anne Mira? I think that's right. Does that help with this? Drain. To sap your energy? Could be to drain it? Let's see. Little flap. Yeah, little flap is pet door. Good. Okay. So if something comes after something else, it ensues. It follows. All right. Oh, Heather. That's the girl's name. I should have gotten that. Okay. Heather. There we go. So then what about this? Oh, right. We already knew that was Shanty with an S or a C. And this RNA base, don't know. Here, Mother of Perseus, Dana, I'm not sure how we properly pronounce this, but I recognize the name certainly, Danae. Dana, okay, so let's, does that help with this then? RNA base. It does not, unfortunately for me at the moment. Where the giant Enceladus is buried in myth. Oh, Mount Etna, probably. That'll be right. And then territories are not areas nor zones, but rather territories. Parts? I don't think so. Actor Somerhalder. I kind of recognize the name, but I'm not sure who it is. Support line. I recant? That's not right. So what is the situation with this pharmacist coming through for their customers? Sorry, I just realized a riddle is the brain twister, which, again, this puzzle's theme is that for me. Okay, so pharmacist comes through for customers, produces cures? That would mean I have at least one letter wrong. Oh, is this not Anne Mira? I thought it was. Okay, maybe not. Oh, no. It is. It's procures cures. Oh, okay. So it's cures. So spam, a lot. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I wish I would have gotten that much earlier. It would have been very helpful. So to send fan mail en masse to a Monty Python production is to spam a lot. But this sort of thematic formation of this answer is spam, a lot, because we're doubling each half of it. Okay, good. So then cures. And then here we have editor's strike, red redaction action. There we go. So red action, or red redaction action. So the editor is redacting or striking out bits of a manuscript, say, or a draft with red ink. It's the action they're taking. Okay, good. Finally, So RNA base, is it uracil? That sounds like something. Territories, lanes? I don't know. Uracin, maybe? I'm not sure. Ian Somerhalder, perhaps? Support line. Oh, I second, right. So in maybe a legislative body, you second a motion or an act or something. Okay, so there we go. So territories are lands. That was straightforward. Okay, what a relief to finally be on the right track here. So hot-headed liberal politico who's eager to hear is demagogue, agog, right? Okay, so you've got a demagogue who, in this case, I think is the hot-headed part. You've got the liberal, who's in U.S. parlance anyway, Democrat, and then they're easy to hear. They're eager to hear. They're agog. They're all ears. So dem, agog, or demagogue, agog. Very good. All right. So is that all of them? No, it's not all of them because I think we had some downs as well. Oh, right. And I didn't notice this with woo whoopie pie, the woo woo pie pie. I absolutely did not pick up on that at the time. So what about this one? Email era, postage age, post age, or we're past the age of postage, or postage age. Very good. Okay, divides are gaps. And nymph, juvenile locust is a nymph. Okay. Is that used in sort of biological classification? I'm not really sure. Go beyond the opponent's baseline in tennis would be to overhit, maybe? Something like that? Common salad add-in is indeed a tomato. So let's try overhit. Pound sound could be an arf, so dogs in a pound. And then like Tommy in the Who's 1969 rock opera, Tommy was a deaf character. I think he was described as deaf, dumb, and blind, I think, in the album. Okay, they're short for a favorite, the odds. Short odds for the person who's expected to win, or the whatever who's expected to win. Bloodline is a vein, of course, and then like in slang, if you like something, you dig it in a slang sense. All right, good, finally getting there. So common file extension is maybe doc, Microsoft Word document, and then public health organization is the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Okay, so Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek, and then angry early TV president can be seen now in TV footage. So mad. Is it Madison? Oh, Biloba spelled Biloba. I made that mistake. It's not Adams, it's Madison, James Madison. Madison is on, right? Is on in the sense of is on television. So Mad is on, or Madison is on. There we go. I think we've probably got one more of these to solve. Mob enforcer, so a capo for the sort of Sicilian mafia, an enforcer. And then cops too, oh no, that's not right. Because if one cops to something, one owns up to it. So this is wrong. So mob enforcer, I don't know. What about this? Frying need, is oil. I didn't check that, I should have done. So you need oil to fry something. And then mob enforcer is a goon. There we go. More generic term. Bud is, I guess a capo wouldn't really have been an enforcer per se. They were more leadership, I guess. Anyway, Bud imago? I don't think that's right in this context. That would be more of a kind of larval thing. Okay, it's quite gripping. A talon. So a bird grips with its talons. And a zippo is nothing, nil. Bud is amigo, friend, that sense of bud. Yes, okay. So train is, not sure. Way, not sure about that either. To make an appearance is to show up. And then analysis performed with electrodermal stimulation. Don't know. Italian restaurant frequently seen in food courts. Oh, is it? I think there's a sort of pizzeria chain, Sbarro. So I guess I bet that's what this is. Analysis performed with electrodermal stimulation. What is that? I don't know. And blank and you might say, and so what? Offensive linemen for short. Running backs, maybe? I recognize that. Let's see if that's correct. Friend on Friends. Rachel is one of the friends from Friends, I'm pretty sure. And oyeve, again in Spanish. Oops. No, that's not right. Otrove? I was mixing up my court language with Spanish. That was incorrect. Yeah, but ham-fisted, yes, otra, as in other. Okay, so play for the camera, say, would be to emote, to have big emotions on camera. And, oh, right, what about this? Group that Tiger hires to install wall art. So probably Tiger Woods. So let's see. Woods, 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 Wood. So R-E, and we need C-R. Screw crew? Yes, okay. Woods wood screw crew. That's a ridiculous phrase. And so we have Woods crew, but it makes Woods wood screw crew. In other words, the crew hired by Tiger Woods to install wall art with wood screws. Completely absurd, but there we go. Start of a tangent in brief. Sorry, in a text, BTW, but also in brief, I guess. By the way, strip for breakfast. You can have a strip of bacon for breakfast. And to be more up to the minute would be newer. First game of the season is the opening game. And serving at a breakfast buffet is an omelet. Corduroy fabric feature is, what do you call that? The sort of ridges, I don't know. I might surprise you, try me, you might say, to a skeptical person. Makeup of some metallic bonds are, don't know, actually. What about this? Creeping Charlie, e.g. Is that a weed, probably? And a song of Thanksgiving, so it's a song of thanks, a paean. And then that'll be weed. So, arc welds. Oh, I see, yes. I was thinking metallic bonds in a chemical sense, which I guess everything sort of is ultimately, but in this case, welding metal to another. So whale is the corduroy fabric feature. All right, frets. Probably ends with an S. I assume this means frets as in worries. Analysis performed with electrodermal stimulation is bio something? What about this? Suggest. Oh, to hint at. Oh, running backs was wrong. RTs, running tackles? I don't know, sorry. I don't know who the offensive linemen are, but I think it's RTs. And then to hint at something. And then analysis performed, bioscan maybe. That would make sense. To train is to educate maybe someone. And if two things are united, they're wed. So unites as weds. And then way is a system, a way by which you do something is a system. So if one frets, one worries, one stews. And X-ray doses are rads, derived from radiation, presumably. Engages in playful fisticuffs. You could spar with someone, have a friendly boxing match, for instance. And an impressive display could be an array, maybe a whole panoply of something. And then if you welcomed someone at the door, you saw them in. And finally, certain queer identity for short, aro for aromantic. Okay, so there we go. Oh. Don't know where the music went, and I also don't know where my streak went. Hope I didn't lose my streak. Did I? Oh, I lost internet connection. That's what's going on. Wonder what happened there. It's funny that it just stopped the music right in the middle because of the internet. Am I gonna have to resolve this? I hope not. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reconnecting to the internet. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi here, so something went wrong. Let's see. Can I refresh this? Will it work? Sorry. This is very mysterious. I'm trying to get back on the Wi-Fi. It does not want me to. I was on it when I started. Well, you saw me. You saw that I finished the puzzle. Maybe it's down. Maybe I can... let's see. Oh, here it is. I connected to my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot. Will it have saved this? It did save it. Did it save my streak? I can't tell what's going on. Yes, it did. I think it did. Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. All right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this puzzle. Okay. So we've got our Sunday theme. We've got group that Tiger hires to install wall art, Woods Wood Screw Crew. We've got the act of sending fan mail en masse to a Monty Python production to spam a lot. We've got an angry early president who can be seen now in TV footage. Mad Madison is on. The hot-headed liberal politico who's eager to hear is the demagogue Agog. The pharmacist who comes through for customers is when a pro procures cures. And an editor's strike is a red redaction action. I like that one. We've got a few more. We've got the email era being the postage age. And I think just one more, which is sweet. I love this sandwich cookie. In other words, woo whoopie pie. And there we go. That was a clever Sunday puzzle with a nice linguistic theme that took advantage of this large Sunday grid for both across and down thematic answers. And let me know how long it took you to catch on to it. It took me a while. I mean, it was clear early on that we were doubling things in some ways, but I just couldn't get to it being doubled doubles, not just one instance of doubling. And it's obviously much better for it as a result. So yeah, let me know how you did with this and when you caught on to the theme. And I will be back, I think, tomorrow with the Monday crossword. So do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.